We are here live at Super 6 and our referee has just blown it off here between Weekend Lovers and Raiders. Top of the table clash here. Raiders on top and Weekend Lovers, I believe, in 4th position. They're missing a couple of players at this point and the ball goes out for a throw-in. We're a bit uneven here on the surface at Heffron Synthetic. We'll try and straighten it up and hopefully the players are nice and straight and solid as we have a first opportunity. Kick straight off the camera by the keeper. That sort of things. Guerrera, number 21 to Ricky, plays it back to Guerrera. Oh, falling over is the number 60 and we will go through the names in a moment for Weekend Lovers.
I think you should leave that up to the BBC.
How we doing? Getting plenty of comments here just after playing a game myself and straight into this as we have a chance for the Raiders on the far side. We will go through the Raiders players. Number 18 is Connor, in goals is Lemo, number 3 is Tom, 15 is Steve, number 10 is James, 12 is Ollie, and number 60 is Jack, and number 95, who is their big striker, that is Yanni. He has been player of the tournament here a couple of times at Super 6. Playing it around nicely there. The Raiders can't get a shot on target and will have another kick in. Raiders do play for Redfern Raiders, I understand, and that will be another kick in. We will go through the Weekend Lover players in a moment as Finn is one of the late players who has come on there as Ricky is chasing the ball around, as he does so feverishly as well, and he's got a good touch as well, Ricky, and he might win a free kick there. He goes down without saying a word. I thought he wasn't going to say a word, but his head was kept down a little bit and he came up swinging then, and the referee will have a word with both players and hopefully we will move on with nothing more than just a little comment. Guys, you're both footballers. And we do have the names of the Weekend Lover. Hesketh is number 23. He is a defender. James Allen in the red shorts. And we do have Ricky Conti, number 10, who we just spoke about there momentarily. In goals is Nick Gomenes, and that is Nick playing the ball to number 21. That's Lucas Guerrera. Lucas is a top man and plays football really, really well, as we have other players running beside us there, and it will be a kick in for the Weekend Lovers. Looking for options, goes short, back to the keeper. That's Lemo. Lemo likes to dictate the play nicely. Weekend Lovers just chasing shadows at the moment, and it is excellent movement all over the place, and final touch was from an orange shirt from the Raiders in that regard. Finn Graham is the number 7 who we mentioned earlier, who is back on the field now. Lucas Guerrera, our nearest player on this side, as Ricky is in a battle there with Leo. Good challenge, and they are the red shorts. I'd imagine that's James Allen. Big solid challenge from James there. Playing it around nicely. That is their top striker who has a heavy touch there and leaves it to Lucas Guerrera, and Finn will chase that and not let it go out for a goal kick. Plays a dangerous ball in and Lemo does deal with it one-handedly. Comes back to Allen, James Allen there. Good pressure from Guerrera again, and it is very intense here in the first few minutes of the game with the Weekend Lovers looking to get a victory here. Boy, trying to get a touch there myself. I could only do it with a shoulder, half a shoulder, probably a handball in the end by myself. We're playing on here with the Blues. That's Finn Graham on the ball. Plays it to Lucas, who is closed down, but Finn Graham breaks away and he's got great speed and close control. Plays it on the right hand side, back to Graham, and we do have the opening goal of the game for Weekend Lovers. It was initiated by Finn Graham in the middle. He kept going and he played a 1-2. It was in the right area just to tap it into the back of the All Onion bag, and the Weekend Lovers will absolutely love that. Referee blows his whistle and we're off again with the Raiders. 1-0 down at this early stage, but they are ballers and they never give up. Intercepted again. It's Graham who has a decent effort, not a decent effort, an effort from a decent way out, we will say. Nowhere near the target. For a lad of that quality, he can do better. Steve is 15 and 10 is James on the board. And we have our number 12 in front of us again as Yanni flicks it off nicely. Number 12 couldn't get onto that. That's Ollie. Ollie from England. Solid little striker, so he is. He's well built, I shouldn't say little. Long ball, and James was going 100 miles an hour there. Yanni wins that header, puts it out, and Lucas will kick it in without shin pads, I must say. Goalkeeper's ball. The ball was out of play, apparently. Okay, we've brought it back. Referee is playing on. Nice ball down to Yanni, who takes a lovely first touch, but it is blocked, and he is up against a strong player there at the back. That is James Allen. Yanni is extremely strong himself. Number 15 can't keep that in play, unfortunately. That's Steve for the Raiders. Oh, dangerous ball back there by Lucas, and the keeper didn't thank him for that one and just got rid of it there, Nick. Raiders looking around for a second ball. One comes in now. Man on is the call, and an excellent challenge from Ricky. Oh, I can understand his frustration there. He's got put in the fairest challenge I've ever seen Ricky put in, and he still got pulled up for it. That's unfortunate. It's all part of football. It's all part of growing up. Sometimes they call them against you and you just have to accept it and take it on the chin. Unlucky, Ricky. But if the Raiders score here, he'll be absolutely livid. But they do win a ball, the Weekend Lovers, and it was close to being within that 3 meters. And Finn Graham has a shot, saved by Lemo, and Lucas has an effort that goes to the left and wide. He did drag it a little bit. We've got Keith as well, who doesn't have a number for the Weekend Lovers, who isn't on the pitch, and that is definitely a free kick by Hesketh on the far side. He was previously a rugby player, you could definitely tell. Nice lad. Ollie gives the call, flicks back inside, and he is tripped up, and it will be an indirect free kick just outside the box for the Raiders. Nick lining up his wall. Got Hesketh, Finn in it as well. Lucas on the outside. James Allen in the periphery. It's taken short. Finn plays it outside to Ricky, who will need to take a couple of yards down the line, but can't. He is tackled by Yanni. Yanni does well, close control there, the big man, and it will be a blue ball. Unfortunately there, Yanni couldn't keep it in play as Ollie comes off. Thank you to Ollie for writing down the names and numbers of the team players for the Raiders just before kickoff. He was ready to come on and warm up. He just had to write those down for me in that time as well, so really do appreciate that. If you do want your game commentated on, you can request it. Send an email to the irishcommentator@gmail.com as we have a kick in for the Weekend Lovers that goes to Finn Graham. Plays it back to Nick, who's looking for options. Only has one with Hesketh on the left. Intercepted, and Finn will just try and get rid of it and hook it back over. Does well. Number 10 does well there. He's tackled though, and he doesn't get a free kick, and the other number 10, Ricky, picks it up, and there is a few challenges in the middle after that as well. Hesketh is being spoken to, and the referee comes in and has a word with both of them. James wasn't satisfied with that challenge, and he's let them know about that, both the referee and Hesketh. Raiders looking to break out, but they play it to Yanni instead, who uses his body to get back Finn Graham, and Hesketh is trying to throw in his shoulder, and it is blocked by James Allen on the far side. Will be a little kick in whistle has gone there. Referee is having a word with Hesketh there about that elbow in the back during play, and it will be a kick in for the Raiders. Good refereeing by George. Oh, it was a really dangerous opportunity for the Raiders there. It probably needed some sort of flick, not that little flick that it got, and it goes out for a goal kick, and it is still 1-0 to the Weekend Lovers halfway through this first half. I'm actually guessing the time on this first half. I didn't calculate it myself. Came straight from reffing, and I will have to referee immediately after this as well. There's a lot of the Weekend Lovers who probably loved the weekend too much and forgot their shin pads. Lucas gets a push from Ollie and he breaks through, and it will be a free kick for the Weekend Lovers, and Lucas has a sigh of relief and comes off. Possibly Keith, who's come on there for the Weekend Lovers. Doesn't acknowledge. Well, we've got lads with no numbers on their back, so we are just guessing. He didn't acknowledge the name Keith, so maybe somebody else. Weekend Lovers, just a few stragglers from the weekend that they picked up, I would guess. We don't have their names, unfortunately, to commentate on this evening. Leo plays it back to the number 18. That is Connor, who plays a long ball to Yanni, who has a decent touch, and Yanni turns, will be saved by the keeper. Does well there, actually. Nick Gumenis. Another block by Allen, excellently done. Goes in 100 miles an hour, slightly in the back of the ankle, back of the heel, and Moore played the ball in the referee and the Weekend Lovers' opinions. Yeah, we've played probably about 11 minutes I'm looking at, so we're slightly over halfway. They are 17-minute halves here. We did try and have the 18 before, but the lights were going out before we had a chance to finish the final games, and Hesketh puts it in to the grasping arms of two Raiders who are commenting to each other to turn. Leo plays a nice ball into Yanni. Yanni has a shot and it is blocked, and Nick will just grab it and defuse the situation there for the Weekend Lovers, who are 1-0 up at this stage in the first half. Thrown long. Good pressure. Excellently done. Yanni is free in the middle. Nice little step over. Turns to Yanni, will turn and shoot. And saved again. Nick is living a charmed life there. A charmed first half. Plays a nice ball along the line there. Finn, it's still in. I would play on there. Referee is correct and does play on. There was a slide tackle there, and it will be a free kick out as Yanni comes off to take a break for the Raiders. He's had a couple of opportunities there, been blocked well by James Allen. And the keeper was not looking what he was doing there. He was fixing his legs and fixing his shin pads. Fair play to him for having shin pads, but he could have been lobbed there. He really could have been. To thank Awake Water for sponsoring this video. You can purchase Awake Water, the finest water in New South Wales at least, from awakewater.earth. And on your first purchase, that will be a corner, I believe. No, it got some sort of a touch. Referee has gone with a goal kick. On your first purchase, if you buy a bottle, you will be able to get a free bottle with the code FUTSAL. That's awakewater.earth, the sponsor, proud sponsor of this video. Playing it out nicely. And the referee does like this keeper as well, and we do know that the keeper is also a referee. That's Lemo. Could be Lemo possibly, but it's Lemo written out in front of me, and I'm as bad as Joe Biden. I'll just read anything on the teleprompter as long as it's in front of me. I'm not that bad. Nick plays a long ball and Lemo comes out to win it. He does well. Keeps the nice ball nicely. Jackie plays it down the line. Doesn't get into Leo's feet, however. Steve does well and it comes half orange. Goes out of play on the far side, and Lemo will kick that one in. Ollie takes a decent touch and lovely little flick actually. Plays it back to James, who plays it back to Lemo, and Ollie gets good movement back into the centre as well. He's got Jack turning on that ball also. Jack back on the ball, he'll have a crack. He doesn't get to have that crack, he is taken down, and the referee may have a word. Oh, well done by the player who tripped up. Just the nicest guy in the world afterwards. We don't know his name, but he's gone and get the ball. He said sorry immediately. He knew exactly what he was doing, taking the yellow, but he avoided the yellow perfectly by getting the ball and having a little shake of the hands with the injured player, the foul player. Lucas looking to break. Ricky on the ball now. May have a step over, step inside. He does take contact and he shouts referee and will win a free kick. Ricky looks to take it and it will be a yellow card. Ricky knew what he was doing, Jack knew what he was doing as well, and the referee definitely knows what he's doing, stepping in and giving a yellow card for that situation. We will have an indirect free kick. Weekend lovers, we're into the final minute of play here and there is another free kick, and I think that we've blown it for half time. It was getting a little bit niggly, but that's been Weekend lovers' first half there. They are 1-0 up. They are delighted. They'll get it together for the second half, and we'll be back with you to commentate more on that. This video has been brought to you, and this whistle as well, by AwakeWater.earth.